Now I'm sure a lot of you who click this video know who CoryxKenshin is, so I'll save you all the deep backstory. He's a family-friendly YouTuber who gained a little over 20 million subs by posting variety gameplay content. Cory's reputation has been nothing but good in the eyes of many, as he doesn't get into any controversy or drama and preaches positivity. Maybe the biggest gripe some of his supporters have is that he takes too many breaks. But that quote-unquote issue pales in comparison to the allegations I'm about to cover. Let's get into it. As a quick disclaimer, I just want to say I'm not a member of the CoryxKenshin fan club or the Samurai, and I always try to look at things from an unbiased lens while not being afraid to give my opinion. So recently, as a day or so ago, a woman by the name of Nami, aka Panda Ninja XX, dropped a series of TikToks about her relationship with CoryxKenshin. I do want to add that this happened 8 to 9 years ago based off of many things that I'll point out in this video, so this situation is pretty old, but these allegations are pretty new. Like this tweet says, no exaggeration, it's over 100 pages of text in 3 different posts. So I'm going to try to summarize this as briefly as I can. She titles this "The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber," adding that I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I live. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Also adding content warning, non-graphic, emotional, mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. And everything that she put here led me, and I'm sure millions of other people, to believe that CoryxKenshin was in fact a disgusting individual. So part 1 of this is Panda, or Nami, what I refer to her throughout this whole video, basically saying that she's doing this because she didn't owe Cory her silence, and that the world deserves to know the real him, not what he portrays. Even going as far as questioning his walk with God as a Christian. She talks about meeting him when she was at her lowest point and him making her feel important, but apparently quote-unquote hid her from the world like she was invisible. Nami also mentioned various times where Cory emotionally abused her, ghosted, and used her body and mind for his benefit. After initially hearing this part, it gave me complicated toxic relationship vibes, especially after she hints at Cory cheating on her. Cory said that this girl was his sister when they had a heated discussion, which led to him ghosting her again. Nami went on to say that this affected her mentally, confused as to why people consider him to be a role model on YouTube, and questioned many other things. And she ends this part off by saying, "This was only the beginning, part 2 comes tonight, and it only gets heavier." In part 2, we see some actual evidence like messages being sent back and forth on Xbox dating back to July 2019. In these messages, after some time, Cory contacted her in hopes of sleeping with her again, joking and making light of him ghosting her a while ago. She also claims Cory did this because he knew what control he had over her, which I can't confirm or deny because I wasn't in their relationship. But if what she's saying is true, while it is messed up, this is basic toxic relationship behavior and nothing to write home about. But she says that in doing this, he threw the fact that she got assaulted in the past in her face, knowing that she didn't let anyone have access to her after that trauma she endured, and try to use her for sex. Cory responds that he genuinely loved Nami at the time, but didn't have his life in order. Which is crazy because in part 1 she says that she didn't care if he had money or fame, but proceeds to assume that his life was perfect because he was rich and famous. Which is not the case, and there's so many examples I could use, but I'll be here all day. And by the way, people were saying that these messages were edited, which I can't determine is true or false. Continuing on, Nami says that she was diagnosed with breast cancer around a pandemic, which is really bad. Cancer is a horrible disease. This made her feel isolated, reaching out to Cory for support, and she shares this single out of context text message from Cory where he allegedly said, "That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever, LOL." Then she claimed that seeing that text hit harder than the diagnosis itself. Initially I was like, damn, that's a crazy thing to say by Cory, until I realized that this message was the only part that didn't show both sides of the conversation. Very sus, not gonna lie. And she claimed that this moment revealed the real Cory and brings his family, mainly his mother, into this, saying that she had a similar experience with cancer, so he should have treated her better, which is a crazy thing to even bring up. On to part 3, where Nami says that there are allegedly other women Cory hurt in the same way. She continues to talk about why she brought this to the internet, citing that she wanted him to feel the weight of his actions. After part 3, she posts a clip that had the internet in a frenzy, a clip where Cory says that he did something to her in her sleep, and the caption on the video shows the reaction she intended the video to have.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know,
What
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this camera out of my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of Nami Vlog.
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
The nature of what was said in this video caused a lot of Corey's fans to turn their back on him, second guessing everything they knew about him up until that point. I'm not gonna lie, what he said was strange, but the fact that she laughed it off led me to believe that's how they joked in their relationship. Some people genuinely thought that he assaulted her though. It got so bad that the words Cory and CoryxKenshin were trending on Twitter, with people labeling him as an abuser. On the other hand, I saw a good amount of his community coming to his defense, saying that people should not believe her and wait for Corey's response, whenever that is. And I noticed a lot of parasocial fans speaking as if they knew this man personally, saying things like he doesn't talk like that in reference to the text messages, coming up with theories, and talking about feeling physically ill after hearing about this news. Y'all need to touch grass. Now following this, a series of events occurred. First, there was a Twitter account going around posing as Nami under the same Panda Ninja name, saying that she lied on Corey and that the messages were edited. This account was in fact a fan of Corey that apologized for trolling. Then Nami posted on TikTok clarifying that Corey did not in fact assault her. She went on live with someone to explain that she took it as a joke and posted that video as a happy moment.
It literally was between 2016 and 2022. So which is only 3 years ago. So I didn't wait as long as people were saying that. I'm not looking for clout, and the more you guys say it, the more stupid you guys look. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying things like
thank you for saying that.
Like that's something we both laughed at. Like that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video. I literally said basically this is one of the moments that I had with him that that it seemed like it was real, but it wasn't.
In this same live, she talks about why she posted this online, citing that Corey didn't want to hear her out, why she took so long to reveal this, and says that she's not a clout chaser.
I did reach out to him privately numerous times. He never said anything when I would tell him how I felt. I'm gonna say this again. I don't want attention. I didn't want anyone to follow me. I was happy with the 1,900 people I had following me that I worked hard for to get. Like those were the people that I made myself. And that was another thing I mentioned in my letter. I did not want my entity to be overshadowed with his, and that was like number one to me. And that's another reason why I didn't want to say anything. I was on Twitch and like that. I wanted to make sure my image was my own and my own only. So him and I, we were together from 2016 to 2018 on and off. He continuously was messaging me some raunchy stuff after that, and even when I was in a relationship with someone else.
At the end of the live, Nami doubles down on the statement that there are other victims, but she wanted to encourage them to come out on their own time. She begins to break down, claiming that the next video she posts will cause all of her naysayers to eat their words.
I wanted to be the stepping stone, like if anybody else wants to come out, like if it's up to them if they want to come out with their truth, because I can't force them out to with their truth. It's up to them if they want to share that.
Yeah, but then if they never come out, now it's like a thing of like, you've insinuated that there's multiple people that he has hurt, and if they never come out, now that's just in the air forever.
It's still not my responsibility for me to let.
But then why mention it? Why mention that?
they allowed me to say it.
Oh, you've talked to them?
Yes, I am close to one of them. Like some of you are still in high school. You can't even grasp the fact of an actual, or like feelings and things that happen to people. You guys don't understand that. And what is pissing me off is that I fucking put my story out there because I felt like I needed to do it to feel better for me, okay? And you guys fighting me on this right now, is like saying to me, like, if it happens to your mom, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, friend, anybody that's close to you, and that happened to them, would you say the same shit? Because I am somebody's mother. I am somebody's sister. I am somebody's aunt. I am somebody. I am someone. I am a person with a heart and blood, and I have feelings just like everybody else. And I don't care if people don't give a about that, and I don't give a about what you guys think. But when I do post this last video, I'm gonna make sure you guys eat all the words that you guys are saying to me.
So she would in fact post a 4-minute video with a caption saying, "For clarity," where she reiterates why she put all this stuff on the internet, says that she didn't get assaulted by Cory didn't cheat, and shows more proof that the Xbox messages were real and not doctored.
I just really want to make this clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this with all my heart, this was never about defaming Cory at all. It literally was me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment I wanted to share with people that may have similar experiences like I did. So basically what I'm going to show you now is everything pertaining to the situation. This was literally not intended to attack or have attacks towards Cory. So please stop the essay allegations. That is not true, and that's not what I said. There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content. I literally was not looking for follows or attention or any clout. I literally just posted it just from my experience, to heal from my experience. I just want to address the fake messages that have been going around, or tweets or whatever it is that people are editing. They're fake. If it's anything outside my TikTok, they're fake. People are obviously taking that so they could bring traction to their channel. If it's anything that I need to talk about, it's going to be on my channel, and that's it.
Another thing that happened that kind of hurt Nami's credibility in this situation was a former friend of hers by the name of Momo posting a video on TikTok speaking on her character, insinuating that the Cory situation happened around the same time that they lived together, which was around 2017.
I had literally just posted a video about my experience with a woman who accused CoryxKenshin of emotional abuse, and found out that apparently you guys managed to figure it out and weasel it out of her within 7 hours that she was lying. Let me add a little bit of extra third-party context here. This is little 21-year-old me and Nami at the time. Notice that the side of her head is shaved. I'm saying this because even though the timeline wasn't confirmed based off of the videos that she posted and the messages that she was trying to circulate not having a timestamp, I'm pretty sure this was around the time I lived with her, if not slightly before. When we did live together, she did very briefly tell me about Cory, but more in like we didn't actually date, we just kind of talked, but because he was busy with YouTube stuff, it didn't work out. I never thought anything of that. It's been 8 years. I have never thought about that moment again until just now. And the reason I'm thinking about that just now is because not only did she do me insanely dirty for like the 2.5 months that we lived together, and that can be a whole other story time for a whole other video, but while I lived with her, before I even moved out here in May of 2017, she was already actively dating someone, a mutual friend of ours who I will not name because he's not into the drama. It's been 8 years, and then immediately after they broke up, she was dating somebody else, so things just didn't really add up, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, there's gonna be a lot of people who know her and are going to be able to call her out because we had a humongous friend group in K-Town in New York. So really interesting to see how many people are willing to come out and tell you guys that they know for a fact that she's lying because she's just always kind of been a shady person. And it really sucks because it's already really hard to get people to believe women when they accuse someone, even if they have empirical proof. She has just set us back. I don't even know how far. Really disappointing to see that after 8 years, you really have not changed as a person, Nami.
Momo dropped another 6-minute video that has nothing to do with the CoryxKenshin situation, but basically revealing how bad of a friend / person she was, and probably still is. Following this, Nami got on another TikTok live, saying that she never meant for all this to get blown out of proportion as it did, and struggles to put her words together at times, saying that she hasn't slept much in the past few days. She also says that she had a bad dream about Cory, causing her to turn to the internet to cope, and wants him to respond with his side of things.
When when he, let me see, I'm trying to think where I left off. Okay. When he went, and things like didn't work, like, what I lost what I was gonna say. Let me drink some water. Give me a second. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have not slept in 24 hours. I haven't slept. So when he was talking to me, I was literally mentally exhausted, and also like I was drained because like I was so tired because I hadn't slept. And people never really asked me why, like what happened and what made me want to do this. I literally had a bad dream, like a really bad dream. And I don't know, like call it a sign, like I really just don't know. But I did have a bad dream, and it was about him. And I was just like, I haven't really like deep dived in a while about that. So I was like, I wasn't sure like why I was having this dream. But then after I had that, I started to have like anxiety attacks after thinking about it, because I was just like, I don't understand like why I'm feeling this way. Like I don't know. Like it was hard for me. It's hard for me to explain, but I just felt like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna write it. Like I'm gonna write about it because I like writing, like in general. So I started to write about it, and then like I just felt like, there was little things here and there where I was filling in that I had forgotten about, and then I was getting triggered about it. And I was just like, I'm not, I still don't feel good about this, like that I haven't really healed from this. So like, as I can continue to write, I was just like, it kept like getting worse. And then finally I was just like, I feel like I should share this, because if anyone else feels anything like me, they can kind of like help me out. I want him to say his side of the story. I do. Not many people could say that or admit that. Like, I want him to say his side of the story. I'm willing to give him that space to give his side of the story, because I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a malicious person. Like, I don't, if people don't like me, that's fine. Like, but you guys don't know me enough. Like, you go based off of, what's happening right now. Like, with this, like, it wasn't supposed to be like that. But you also go based off of what people are saying about me that like I haven't seen in years. Like I said, I really didn't think that this was gonna happen this way. I am going to delete all those followers, even if I have to go one by one, because that's not what I want, and I want people to understand that's not what I wanted.
Now, these comments she made on this live completely ruined whatever credibility that she had built. Nobody is buying her story anymore, including me. She victimized herself, creating a sob story about a failed relationship from 8 to 9 years ago, to defame a man for clout when she could have just got therapy. Got Twitter and TikTok saying that Cory beat these allegations without responding, and I don't think he really needed to. She cooked herself. Now, if it does come out that CoryxKenshin did in fact do some evil shit with proof, this video won't age well. Overall, after watching this entire thing unfold, this is nothing compared to how other content creators got exposed for discussing things. I legit thought Cory was on some Diddy timing, only to find out that he was a bad partner to her 8 to 9 years ago in a toxic relationship, then ghosted her. A big nothing burger. Not to mention her story was packaged poorly, with her seemingly performing damage control every step of the way. Especially the video she added where Cory said that weird comment, making people jump to conclusions, and I thought that she posted that for shock value or to hook people in. Because you could have added any other video of you two together, as I'm sure you spent a lot of time together, just like you did here. The way she spoke in these walls of text made it seem like this was shaping up to be a grand reveal of some disturbing information about Cory, only for it to be what we saw. The only reason why this is blown out of proportion because of the infamous video where they joked about what he did to her when she was sleeping. Tsunami, aka Panda, you're a grown woman. Just get therapy and move on with your life, because I'm sure Cory has moved on with his. Now let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments. I had to gather a lot of information, look at a lot of lives and stuff like that. So, I would appreciate you if you leave a like on the video, you know what I'm saying? Hit me with a little sub, but that's all I gotta say about that, man. Let me know. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.